bem-vindos a Halloween 2017 com seu amigo gringo. Quem está com a gente hoje? Minha família e algumas amigas. Vamos conhecer eles. Would you please all introduce yourselves and how old you are?
I'm Clarence Kugel. I'm 10 years old.
Can't do that.
I live here.
I'm Izzy Alexander. I'm 10.
Zoe Alexander, and I'm 14.
Leo, 13.
Claro que vocês já conhecem o meu irmão.
45.
Achei que seria legal entrevistar algumas crianças e adolescentes americanos para ver a visão deles de Halloween. Meu irmão vai ajudar com a entrevista e, detalhe, estamos na casa dele aqui em Silver Spring, Maryland, perto de Washington, D.C. My first question to everybody is, what is Halloween?
You dress up. You have to pick a really good costume because otherwise people will be like, what are you wearing? So you have to pick something that you like but also that you won't look weird in, and then you go around and you get candy.
Can you guys take me through the trick-or-treating part of it?
So you knock on the door of houses around the neighborhood and you say the phrase trick or treat. Then usually there will be somebody home and they'll come out with a big bowl of candy. Then you'll take 1 or 2 pieces and go to the next house.
How do you know whether to take 1 or 2 pieces?
Usually the person inside the house will say, take 1 or take 2, or there might be a sign outside the door.
Would it work to go towards the end of the evening and then they let you take as many as you want?
Yes.
That's a good strategy.
Whenever sometimes everybody's kind of out on the block, finding their kids. Then that's when you gotta go just dump it all into your trick or treat bag.
Yes.
Should we talk a little bit about the derivation, the term trick or treat? It's basically a threat. Trick or treat is basically a threat.
Yeah.
And
Give me candy or something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they're going to give you a treat, is there such thing as an actual trick?
I mean, it usually does not happen, but I think it has happened before.
I mean, it usually only happens in horror movies.
Will you egg someone's house, or you
toilet
pee
paper.
them?
But does that really happen?
No.
Yeah, a person got egged, a house down there got egged.
Not normal.
It's not considered acceptable behavior.
Yeah.
Well, most people give you candy,
Yeah, I mean, it's rare to not get candy.
And if you don't want to give candy, or if you run out, you turn off your lights and pretend you're not home.
Okay.
Some houses get better candy than other houses, correct?
Yeah.
And so, do those houses in the neighborhood get a reputation? Do you know where to go first, etc.?
Oh, yeah. At school, sometimes you talk to people and see how good their neighborhoods are.
Yeah.
So this year,
Exactly.
I will be venturing to a different neighborhood for better candy.
Oh. In your own houses, maybe Jeremy can take this question. What is your policy on giving out candy? What do you guys get? Kit Kats?
We try to avoid Kit Kats, which is America and Brazil's worst candy. But we give out, and we usually say take 1 or 2, but they are correct. At the end of the evening, parents generally don't want a big bowl full of candy to get themselves fat. So you've got your big bowl of candy, someone comes, you're like, okay, you might be the last hot dog of the night. Just take whatever candy you want and dump it into the bag.
Jeremy, I know you hate Kit Kats.
I do.
Correct. Could you, is your knowledge of Portuguese good enough to pronounce Kit Kat in Portuguese?
Kit Kat.
Nice.
We got it!
All right.
Do you guys know what Halloween means?
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
No, picture.
Please?
It's
I'm not
All
very good.
Hallows Eve, yeah?
All Hallows Eve.
It's a Catholic holiday or Christian?
No.
Yes?
What?
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's a Christian holiday, yeah?
This would be easy to figure out if you could tell me what Hallows are.
Ghosts, spirits, witches, ghouls, bad people.
Hallows are saints.
Hat.
Oh.
So actually, November 1st is All Saints Day.
I know that because that's my birthday.
In Portuguese, it would be a véspera do dia de todos os santos. And why that means it's a ghost?
Dead. Because some saints are
Saints
dead.
aren't. No,
Most saints
no
are dead.
saints are alive.
Right,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
You
You-
can't be a saint if you're alive.
Unless you're in New Orleans, Saint.
Can you guys tell us what some of your best costumes have been over the years? Do you usually wear a hot dog outfit, or is it just for the video today?
Just for the video today, but a few years back, I was Google Maps, which probably are familiar with. Also, once I was the famous artwork by Leonardo da Vinci, the Mona Lisa, by getting a cardboard frame and putting on a wig.
I don't.
Oh, that's cool. Izzy?
Okay, so last year I was a werewolf. the half animal, half person thing.
Wow.
This year I'm being a spy with my friend Sonia, and she's coming to trick or treat with our neighborhood. So yes.
Is that because your neighborhood has good candy?
No.
No, we have the worst
Oh,
candy.
we got lots of
We do.
Kichikachis.
No.
Zoe?
Yikes! I was a pea for 2 peas in a pot, and then I was a salt shaker and a pair of salt and pepper shakers,
Oh, awesome.
and then I was an angel and a devil.
Okay, that's
No, I was the devil.
Yeah,
Never
I was
mind.
about to say that on, like,
I don't know why I'd be the
The
angel.
devil. Yeah.
Leo, what do you recall being?
One year I was the FedEx man. I don't know if they have FedEx in Brazil.
Sedek.
One year I was a stick figure.
Batman and Robin.
Oh, I was Batman. 2 years in a row. It was good.
Ninja.
2 years.
A grande maioria de adultos não usam fantasia no Halloween, mas meu irmão sempre usa. Can you tell some of your costumes?
Usually, it is traditional. Sometimes you go to work dressed up as a costume. Actually, it's not traditional. I do it and nobody else does. It's traditional to make fun of me for doing it. I've been game show host. I went as the logo of my school one year. This year, I'll be going as a marionette of myself.
How old can you trick or treat until? What's the limit?
45 or 46, I'd say.
To me, it really depends. It doesn't really matter your age, but what really matters is your size.
Yeah.
So like Leo's on the edge because
Yeah.
he's like 6 feet tall.
When Leo was in 7th grade, he couldn't go trick or treat.
This is discrimination, height discrimination.
So I have a lot of friends that are a lot shorter than me, and they could probably trick or treat for the rest of their lives with no issues. But for me, since I'm so tall and look so old, like sometimes I get turned away. And one time in particular, I was with my cousin who's 16 years old, and the guy gave him candy but didn't give me candy.
Oh,
That was-
why are you guys allowed to have so much candy? Is that just an American tradition that kids are allowed to eat candy all year long whenever they want? Or is, what's going on?
I mean, I got a few words for you. Keep America fat.
Halloween's like an exception. Like if I eat candy during the rest of the year, my parents are like, "Stop!
No?
Now you need to go work out." Yeah,
No, they're not like that though.
yeah, they are.
Just
though.
to you because you don't work out as much.
Yeah, so
I work out
if I
more.
don't work out, then I can't eat candy.
What's the rule, for example, in your house right after Halloween? Do they limit it to one piece of candy a day, or
No,
there's
we can eat.
And what's the policy in this house?
So as much as you want on Halloween, and then like 1 or 2 pieces a day after that.
And
I just stretched a little.
does anyone's parents steal their candy?
Daddy tax.
Yeah, my dad calls it daddy tax, and he takes like some of our candy.
What is up? What is up with the pumpkins?
Can I do the historical reason?
Sure, that'd be great.
It started out with turnips, and people would carve them and put a candle in them, so it was their little light. And now it moved to pumpkins because they're bigger and easier to carve. And you just keep it on your
Wow.
doorstep to scare away the evil people, the evil like ghosts and stuff. And they're the
you
happy
to
ones.
scare
to
away
get
the ghosts. That makes sense. Pumpkins are terrible.
yeah, they're not good for. They're not useful for
Delicious
anything.
in any way.
No,
Yes, they are.
Pumpkin pie.
you
Pumpkin
can cook
seeds.
roasted
Pumpkin
seeds.
seeds.
They're
Let
not
me ask
good.
you a
They're not
question.
good.
Let me ask you a question. Do you ever yearn for roasted pumpkin seeds or
Yes,
pumpkin
yes,
pie the
yes.
rest of the year?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're
Not
crazy.
true, not true.
We have a gente procurou as pessoas erradas. We've picked the wrong people for the interview.
Talk to me about Halloween at school.
Oh, good question.
So for my school, you're allowed to dress up, but like other than that, you don't get any candy.
At my school, it used to be that everybody would go with their costumes in a little parade and show off their costumes and get some candy, but in some religions, that is
Expensive.
Good.
offensive
It's like they
or
can't
a bad
celebrate.
thing.
So
So
we
now we stopped it,
Yeah.
but luckily we still get to miss school because of the fall festival, which,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you miss school for it, so I love it.
Ok, obrigado pela entrevista. Não se esqueça de se inscrever no canal.
Like and subscribe down below.
Subscribe
Click
down
the like
below.
button.
Don't forget to click the notifications.
Don't forget to follow me on.
Don't forget to follow
Instagram, Snapchat, all that.
Exactly.
It's a snack.
Click the link down below.
E agora, tu aula de Nova York.
Vai ser vocabulário de Halloween e cada pessoa vai apresentar uma palavra, começando com Grady. Grady, word number 1.
Ghost. So, a ghost is pretty much like when a person dies, there's this shadowy figure that is supposed to be like creepy and it can fly around. They're usually, you can usually see through
É um
them.
fantasma. Okay, good. Izzy.
Graveyard. So a graveyard is just basically exactly what a cemetery is. So
Because the ghosts, what are the ghosts? You guys are together. The ghosts come out of the graveyard and go haunt the neighborhood
Yeah.
on Halloween.
Right. Okay. Zoe.
Oh, my word is jack-o'-lantern, and a jack-o'-lantern is like a pumpkin that you carve a face into, and then you put a little candle in it.
Leo, what's yours?
My
Final
word
word.
is costume. It's the outfit that you wear during Halloween.
And that is interesting because in Portuguese, the word for costume is like fantasia or fantasy. And para nós, fantasy é outra coisa. 1, 2, 3, Happy Halloween! Só que muitos de vocês não celebram Halloween, então a gente vai celebrar aqui e vocês não vão fazer nada.